all Politico aside, look, ever since this interdimensional championship came about, which Dick Lane pulled from an alternate dimension, things have been getting beyond weird. We have seen many of RWA likenesses.
There's a flower in your belt.
I mean, it's just... Frank the Crank actually started a Royal Rumble by accident once.
Well, Frank the Crank is not in a good mood. His belt has been redecorated.
There's a flower in your belt. Take care of the flower first. That's what I'm saying, man. Filthy hippie. There's a flower in your belt. Take that up. I don't want it.
Well, Frank the Crank is...
Oh, mother, it slipped out of my hands somewhere. I don't know, but...
It's not how it looked in the video, but...
Your problem is, I don't know how to use the stupid thing. That makes me cranky.
He's right.
You would like me when I'm cranky. So, all I know is Dick Lane last month told me to push a button and all kinds of other stuff happened. I don't know, it was just insane. So Dick Lane, I demand you come out here and show me the right way how to use this belt so I can summon a challenger for the intergalactic fusion thing.
He doesn't even know the name of his title.
Who cares?
It's the Interdimensional Championship, and it holds some rank here in the RWA.
Really?
I'll have you know.
Really?
It's actually...
Yeah, right above the toilet plunger.
No, it's brought us new faces, some new, fresh talent that we think we've seen before.
Yeah, like an acid trip with hippies.
Frank the Crank, how could you let that filthy hippie Izzy Star put his hands on
Everybody seems to be in agreement of this.
Interdimensional championship?
I mean, it's common knowledge.
How many times I need to explain this to you, but that is not just some championship. It is a multi-billion-dollar piece of scientific equipment.
It looks like junk.
Number one, you do not have the mental capacity to even activate this title. Hey, my gas mileage has nothing to do about this, all right? What's 2 plus 2? 4. Minus 1, 3. That's quick math for you. Number two, you do not have the metahuman power. You do not have the super villain sauce that Dick Lane has to activate that
Super villain sauce.
Is that like Tabasco?
I think he's talking about his eternal essence.
We're cooking with gas, guys.
How many do with you? You need to put me in this match if you want me to activate that title.
Well, that's actually a big stipulation, wanting to be in this match here, the
It's a
championship
smart
match.
stipulation. Why help the man? That's a hot mic.
That is a hot mic. Well, that didn't take long.
Like, he confused Frankie. He confused Frank. He used big words like metahuman supervillain.
Yeah. All right, what up?
Wait a minute, hold.
Is the
You
glove
can
glowing?
see, here it is. Dick Lane is activating that interdimensional championship.
What the hell
he
is going on
summoning
right now?
the next opponent in this matchup from an alternate dimension, guys. Look, we're bending time and space.
It's Tall Dante.
210 pounds from space. Sully Danger Ranger.
Sully Danger is the man's name. Here's my question. How does Wayne have that information?
How do you have just one question with this?
I mean, I have a lot of questions, but I've been told I'll just get used to it.
As I mentioned before, you have these alternate versions of known competitors. One Sully Banger has been at the RWA several times and has been making waves throughout the entire region. But this
He's got a knife on him.
He's got a.
I tell you what, the TSA doesn't like when you carry a knife into places.
I mean, you're probably on a list somewhere, Robert. Well, a couple of lists. One for the children, and two because of carrying weapons in airports. But that's besides the point. Now, is Frank going to work with Dick Lane to try and figure out how to work this thing?
I guess so. I mean,
what is going on?
It's a big light. A big light.
I will attack Frank the Crank.
Oh, that worked.
Oi!
Was that Was that a negotiation or was that superpowers?
No, Dick Lane has meta superhuman mind kinesis type stuff powers.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Off the ropes and a double elbow, which does not take down the big Sequoia and Frank the Crank. Off the ropes goes Crank again.
Hadouken! Leading to a... No, he goes for that suplex, but Frank the Crank muscles his way out of it.
And over the top goes Frank the Crank, and that's going to hurt.
That's a lot of beef.
And as Sully Danger celebrates the joys of space, another shot right to the midsection there by the insane Dick Lane.
I mean, I just don't. I got nothing.
I don't know how you would wrestle somebody who has superhuman meta strength or whatever Bobby Rossi said.
Believe it or not, I've wrestled Dick Lane before and knocked him out.
That doesn't surprise me as Sully Danger comes in, misses, ducks a lariat, ducks another lariat by Dick Lane, ducks a third, and Dick Lane's getting frustrated, and a big drop toe hold.
All I saw was a bunch of rolls and a drop toe hold.
Big vertical suplex, very textbook in fashion. Sully Danger wasting valuable time, though. He has to make a pin.
This is not an elimination
That was dumb.
match.
No, it's not, Rob. You're 100% right. Triple threat rules apply, but this is a one fall to a finish matchup.
That was dumb. He looked right at Frank the Crank as he was poised and ready, and he still ran to the ropes.
Now, inside the ring, Frank the Crank has his hands on the insane Dick Lane. Big elbow. Now, Dick Lane said that just being in this match, he will teach Frank the Crank the ways of the interdimensional title portal belt thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't look a lot of teaching going on. There's a lot of beatings going on.
Yeah, Frank the Crank is putting Dick Lane into a hurt locker, and he's not letting him out anytime soon.
Hurt locker, that's a 2001 reference. Nice job, buddy.
You're welcome.
Big scoop, nobody
Kiss my
home.
ass.
Boot to the midsection as Frank the Crank going for a vertical and oh!
That is a cranky suplex, to say the least.
And
He used to call it the crankshaft.
The crankshaft.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Back when he worked on cars and stuff, he wasn't just pissed off all the time.
Well, it seems as if he needs to get his pistons loosened a little bit.
big elbow to Sully Danger. Sully Danger, and Sully almost looked like he got knocked out by that back elbow.
He was kicked out of unconsciousness.
The good thing for us is that Sully is actually calling the match as he engages in offense. So he called a punch and a kick, and he said a space kick as well.
Space. I don't know what to make of this Sully Danger guy.
Well, he's trying to hold his own up against Frank the Crank, who's really no small potato by any means. We got another southpaw here in the ring, much like Sully Banger.
Shot to the back there, and I would guess that this is the incorrect strategy. If you're Sully Danger, you want to go after the legs of Frank the Crank. I would assume.
Precisely.
Take the man down.
Because he wouldn't.
Oh, sidewalk slam!
He wouldn't do that if his legs were hurt. I'm just saying. Why wouldn't you pin him?
Frank the Crank is saying, crank it up.
It's going to be the crank yanker, my friend.
That is one of the most heinous submissions I've ever seen.
Kick right to the side of the head of Frank the Crank. Stumbles the big Sequoia as Dick Lane tries to gain some offense here. Another shot to that midsection. Irish whip. Frank the Crank is able to reverse using all of his strength. Sends Dick Lane into the corner. Double knees by Dick Lane. Jumps to the second rope. Trying to take Frank the Crank down. Travels and does.
That signature cravat style offense brought to light again. Doesn't see Sully Danger behind him. Up on his shoulders, going for a bit of an airplane spin. Finished him with a Death Valley driver. All three men are on the mat, and the matchup has changed complexion once again.
Thanks, Bob. Couldn't see.
Welcome. That's what I'm here for.
So the question is, if we focus on the match there in the ring, is who has the advantage now? Is it still Frank the Crank with his double size, as it looks like he's teaming up with the insane Dick Lane? Wait. They're arguing who's getting in a single leg crab, and both men are arguing with a single leg crab, and they're wrenching.
And it's a double single leg crab. And
double tap up! What that means?
But who won?
Double champions!
But
That's gotta be it.
but they're both celebrating. But who's the referee's gonna? Whose hand is? The
Oh wait,
referee
which single leg crab was the one that Sully Danger tapped out to?
Winners of your match and new interdimensional champions, Frank the Crank and Dick Lane.
So it's just been enough. They're co-champions. Well, this ought to be interesting.
Well, I mean, Sully Danger definitely lost the match, but I mean, there's no telling which one of those submissions is what made him tap out.
Hey man, work for the Freebirds.
And if you go back and look at the replay, he tapped out with both arms. So not that that necessarily means anything, but you can't see what side is favored. As Dick Lane is trying to hold on to a title he thinks he rightfully won.
Well, rightfully so. Hey,
No. That is Frank the Crank's championship.
oh, here you go being biased again.
Oh, shut your mouth, Bobby Roode.
all right.
Seriously. No. He won the match. He won the match. He was champion going in. He's champion going out. Done. End of story.
No, it's not the end of the story, actually, as both of those guys walked off with the title.
I saw one tap out.
We'll have more title action coming up as it is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, a one-ton triple threat match for the RWA Tag Team Championships, and that match is next.